In the year 1833, the southern skies of Vietnam trembled. A rebel fortress rose against the emperor, and across the Mekong River, 50,000 Siamese troops began their march. This was the fire that lit the Battle of Vam Nao, Ko Hu, a clash that would decide the fate of the South. After the death of Governor General Le Van Duyet, Emperor Minh Mang tightened his control over the South. But Duyet's adopted son Le Van Khoi refused to submit. In Saigon's mighty citadel of Phien An, Khoi raised the flag of rebellion. He called for freedom and vengeance, claiming to fight for the people of Gia Dinh. Drums thundered from the citadel walls day and night. Knowing he could not stand alone, Khoi sent messengers across the border begging the king of Siam, Rama III, for military aid. To Rama III, it was the perfect chance. Vietnam and Siam had long struggled for power over Cambodia. Now, with Vietnam torn by civil unrest, Siam prepared to strike. 5 Siamese armies were assembled, a force of more than 50,000 soldiers, hundreds of war elephants, and an immense fleet of riverboats. The 1st Division entered through Batam Bang, seizing Cambodian towns. The 2nd moved down the Mekong River toward Vam Nao. The 3rd advanced from Ha Tien, threatening the frontier at Chau Doc. The 4th and 5th crossed through the U Minh swamps and coastal plains. From the imperial capital in Hue, Emperor Minh Mang declared, "Our ancestors built this land with blood and bone. No foreign power shall claim it again." He dispatched his best generals, Truong Minh Giang, Nguyen Xuan, Pham Hu Tam, and the young Nguyen Tri Puong, whose courage would echo through Vietnamese history. By late 1833, the Siamese fleet reached the confluence of Vam Nao, where the Basak River joins the Mekong. Mist covered the water. Silence hung heavy before dawn. Then, cannon fire shattered the sky. Flames streaked across the river as Vietnamese fire rafts slammed into enemy ships. War elephants roared and stumbled into the muddy current. General Truong Minh Giang divided his fleet, surrounding the Siamese vanguard from both sides. The air shook with drums and battle cries. "For Dai Nam! For the South!" Smoke rose so thick that even the sun disappeared. For 3 long days and nights, the fighting never ceased. The water turned red. The sound of gunfire echoed through the delta. By early 1834, the Siamese lines collapsed. Hundreds of their boats burned to ashes. Bodies drifted down the river like fallen leaves. The survivors fled in panic, abandoning their cannons and elephants on the riverbanks. Local villagers later said, "That night, the river itself was on fire." With the Siamese invasion crushed, Le Van Khoi's rebellion stood alone. Cut off from allies, his forces surrendered the next year. Emperor Minh Mang, victorious, established Tran Tay province in 1835, bringing Cambodia under the direct rule of Dai Nam. The Battle of Vam Nao, Ko Hu, was more than a military triumph. It was proof of Vietnam's unity, courage, and mastery over the southern frontier. Along the Mekong, the people sang new songs. The river that burned for 3 nights now flows with pride. The river of Vam Nao still whispers through the centuries, of courage, of sacrifice, of a people who refused to kneel. If you believe these forgotten wars deserve to live again, like, share, and subscribe to the Legacy Across Time. Together, we will bring the untold battles of Southeast Asia back to life.